mentioning, they are still down by 10k gold, which is a lot of items, especially on Kennen, Cassidy, and Ashe, both having very nice builds at the moment. Going to synergize extremely well if they can get their ultimates off at the right time. Oh no.
Oh no, indeed. OP knows exactly where Fnatic is. And they could actually just skip Baron and push middle too. Going in here, clearing off some wards. Oh, here we go. Nolja gets caught again. The Ashe arrow, ineffective, catches Melisson without the team nearby. Nautilus, a big fat roadblock standing in the way, making sure his team could not chase actually.
Yeah, there's actually a good trade from Fnatic using an ultimate of Team OP to try to keep Fnatic away, but not actually being able to convert on anything with it. Kennen's going to potentially
what are
be
you
caught
doing,
off
Lilac?
guard
Oh
here,
no, they thought
nope.
the whole team was there, so they didn't pursue, but...
Yeah, because Kennen is actually close to Baron, Fnatic isn't going to be going for it, even though Team OP is grabbing Dragon at the moment, and Kassadin's at the bottom lane.
This would be a perfect time for them to get that Baron while everyone's all the way across the map.
10 seconds earlier would have been a perfect time, but Ashe is going to be coming in, Kennen's going to be coming from one side, Sona from the other. This is a very dangerous position for them to be in. They've got only a few seconds to make this happen. If they can actually succeed, then it'll be very, very good for them. But it's a very risky position.
Oh, and they're going to abandon the Baron attempt at half health. They see with the minions in the mid lane that Nolja and Corn Salad are coming out nearby. There's the Shurelya's, the flash, the ultimate goes down on Lamia. Can't usually do enough damage, he drops his ult. Lilac's ult actually hurts them this time though. Is Morgana's ult going to be able to do enough damage? XPeke doing tons of damage. Looks like they're separated out. The separation goes a little bit better for Team Fnatic, but instead they turn around. Just too much damage on Team OP. Oh, and it looks like XPeke is barely going to get out alive. Wow, but they're going to be able to turn around and get Baron.
Yep. 3 for 0 in favor of Team OP. That's also going to be a very free Dragon for them. A little unfortunate if they'd gone for that Baron a little bit earlier, and if they had a little bit more AD damage, they would have been able to get the Baron down earlier. But the thing is with Urgot, he's not doing a whole lot of damage to the Baron. It's going to take him a really long time to get it down. Nocturne even not building, or building more tanky. So it took the team composition of Fnatic way too long to be able to get that Baron down. Left them in a very vulnerable position. And OP, even though Kassadin was on the complete other side of the map, was able to come into position and completely dominate them.
Yeah, exactly right. That's something that, well, that thought mid tower is going to be going down. Corn Salad goes in. Oh my god! Corn Salad with one combo. Insta-Gibbs Morgana.
I don't think he was even expecting that to happen. That
was man.
Very unlucky, and that's going to signal the end of this first inhibitor turret. Taking down the inhibitor, 5 champions up, or XPeke not alive, the main damage dealer for Fnatic.
Wow. Wow. That is harsh. He's up to 14 stacks now again on that Soul Stealer.
760 AP.
Oh man, one combo. Yeah, brutal. 760 AP now again, yeah.
The other key thing that the Observer just pointed out is that he has 46% magic penetration.
Oh,
so,
Jesus.
With Morgana not building any magic defense, able to shred through her life very quickly.
Now up to 873 ability power actually on Corn Salad.
Yeah, grabbing an extra rod. Just for the heck of it.
Oh, that is brutal. And Corn Salad isn't that squishy right now either. With that Rod of Ages, he's got a decent amount of extra health. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things I've noticed about the Urgot is, I mean, he's a champion that seems to win his lanes, but then not be as effective as your traditional AD carries in the late game. When you really need someone that can just pump out that damage consistently. And it's hurting Team Fnatic a little bit right now.
Yep. Not a good situation.
Nope, not good at all.
Not much more you can say about that.
16,000 gold behind, and basically, I mean, Fnatic, they've lost one inhibitor, but if they can try and delay, if they can win a fight on the second inhibitor tower, second tower that it would be the second inhibitor to go down if they lost it, basically what I'm saying. If they can win a fight here and delay long enough, oh my gosh, Expeke almost dies immediately. He's out of the fight. Is Cornsolid going to go down? They need to take him out. No! The ultimate from Lilac doing so much damage. And oh no, Team Fnatic gets rolled again. Asriel catches. Oh, and Cornsolid polishes it off. That is 19 stacks, ladies and gentlemen. 19 soul engorgements for Corn Salad, and we are not even going to be able to see him get the 20. That is going to be game OP dominating every single game. Fnatic giving them more of a run for their money than anyone else, but in the end go down. OP claims the last spot in the semifinals.
Yeah, beautiful job of them. There's Cornside on your screen. That's scary, scary Castanen.
Oh, man.
It looked like he was actually falling a little bit behind to Morgana in the middle of the game, dropping in creep score quite considerably. But the thing is that getting those stacks on that Magi Soul Stealer just added up ridiculously, able to two-shot Morgana essentially. One combination able to grab her out, and then also being impossible to be killed later in the game because of Rift Walk.
I'm looking at the damage dealt screen here. And Cassidy in that game doing 243,000 damage total in the game. The next closest was 180k on Morgana on the opposite team. So doing 60,000 more damage total, and that includes minions, of course, but throughout the course of that game. And that's what happens when you can do like 1,500 damage in a single combo, I guess. Yeah.
Quite considerable. We saw them actually have a really strong AP in one of their other matches with oh no, sorry, that was a different game. Excuse me, but wow.
Well, OP continues to dominate everyone they come across. Are they going to have a harder time against Blaze in the semifinals? We're going to have to find out in weeks to come. But an absolutely stunning play by Team OP. Again, though, you got to hand it to Fnatic. They played really well. They had a couple strong plays. They actually kept things even for most of the game. It only snowballed out of control a little bit later on. And you know what? They were able to take the games to 30 and 40 minutes, whereas in the round of 16, Team OP took about 50 minutes total for both their games as far as game time to advance from their group.
Yeah, Fnatic doing a good job of coming back into that second game, starting off well. Starting off stronger than they did the first game.
Yeah.
Able to take a lot of those mid-game fights into their favor as well. We saw a lot of happiness from the team when they were put on camera. But the thing is that it seemed like they got a little too cocky. The positioning, I keep focusing on that, but that was the biggest point from their team. They just got out of position in a lot of those fights. They weren't able to do a lot of the damage, especially from Expeke's ultimate towards the end. OP knew exactly when to run away from him. Just very nice positioning by OP. Decent positioning by Fnatic, but just not the 100% team cohesion they really needed to be playing at this level.
Yeah. Yeah, in that last team fight, they were able to tie up Melisande, so Lilac was able to get a huge ultimate down on their team that time.
Yep.
Up till then, they were really holding their own. They were still kind of losing the fights, but they were holding their own in those fights. You know, able to keep Lilac from doing too much damage. Able often to pick off Corn Salad. In fact, they almost killed Corn Salad. After he did his full combo on Nocturne, I believe, they almost killed Cassidy right back, but he was able to stay alive again as well. So,
yep, I think the key battle that actually allowed it to snowball in Team OP's favor was later on when Morgana wasn't able to get in by the Dragon and use her ultimate on a lot of the champions. Being caught out of position for just those couple extra seconds allowed Team OP to do a lot more damage than Fnatic really could allow them to do, and that just allowed them to win that fight, get the Dragon, move on to grab a Baron, and then just do a really strong push after that. So, yeah, a little unfortunate for our foreign teams here in the round of 8, but still really nice showings from them. Glad to have them here. Hopefully we'll be having them back for Season 2.
Yeah.
But they're going to need to actually fight through some qualifiers to get their positions back once again, whereas in this season, they were invited to come and play with these Korean teams.
Yes, indeed. And, I mean, they did very well in the round of 16, and I'm certain that they were better than a lot of the teams that were in the qualifier, so hopefully we'll see them. And you hear that cheer in the background as Team OP walks by the crowd to go over to the interview. But yeah, I think we're probably going to see if they CLG and Fnatic have a very, very good, strong chance of getting into next season as well. But there's your results. 2 wins in a row by Team OP. And again, by the way, you haven't caught it before, we're going to have a Korean interview with our winning team first of all. But while that interview is going on, if you don't understand Korean, you can tweet at Moletrap and at Torch Gaming. Let us know what questions you want us to ask them. We're going to be doing another interview with them after the Korean interview in English.
Yep. So we'll be able to get you some insight into this Korean League of Legends scene. It is extremely new, but already showing that it's extremely strong. The winners of the Season 1 for League of Legends, the Global Invitational, have already been knocked out in the quarterfinals. And then also CLG, Logic Gaming, one of the best North American teams, getting taken down by MIG's B team, second team.
Yeah.
We'll see when they face each other in the finals potentially. But we're going to have to find out which teams are actually going to make it there next week in the semifinals.
So many strong teams have been knocked out thus far. I mean, EM Fire, who was one of the favorites for the final. You know, the EM Fire versus Frost, we were saying, could have been a finals. It was so close, so competitive, so high level. EM Fire's been knocked out as well. And so it's just the cream of the crop left here, ladies and gentlemen. Really, really exciting games to look forward to in coming weeks.
Yeah, and it's just really surprising to me. I was expecting the experience of the foreign teams to really shine in this tournament. I wasn't actually expecting the Korean teams to do this well in the first season. I was expecting it to take maybe 3 to 6 months before the practice environment that they have, the regimen they really go through, and the dedication they have to esports to really show the power that they have. But Season 1, quarterfinals.
All Korean.
All Korean, or semifinals, all Korean.
You're right. All Korean winners for the quarterfinals,
If you think you're a good team out there in North America or Europe, come here for Season 2 and show us that you're good. Because otherwise, we're going to assume that the Koreans are just going to dominate League of Legends in the coming years, just like they do with StarCraft and pretty much every other game they touch. So that's a challenge I have to all you guys out there. Form some teams, stick together, practice, 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 and come fight these crazy, scary Korean teams.
Yep, practice and coordinate. Since a lot of the Korean teams, some of the reasons they've been able to succeed against other Korean teams as well is the coordination that we see here has been spectacular. Of course, we see really good coordination on foreign teams as well. But yeah, just really, really amazing to see some very new teams. I mean, Blaze is like 3 months old or something like that, working together so well and performing so dominantly.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know either, man.
Kind of blown away by how strong these Korean teams are right now.
Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and get into our Korean interview.
네, 유럽 명문팀도 우리나라한테는 안 되나요? 팀 OP가 4강 마지막 티켓을 가지고 진출했습니다. 축하합니다. 와, 진짜 완벽한 카운터 정글에 퍼펙트 타워에 아주 그냥 전라인을 압도하면서 엄청난 경기를 보여주셨는데 지금 소감이 어떠신가요?
일단은 저희가 나머지 하나의 외국팀을 또 한번 비교를 시켜가지고 이제 저희 4강에 대한민국 팀밖에 남지 않아서 굉장히 기쁩니다.
아, 네. 1경기 때 녹턴이 블루랑 뭐 드래곤 이런 거 구경도 못하게 막 제압을 했거든요. 근데 녹턴이 나오는 걸 보고 우디를 이제 선택을 한 건가요?
그렇습니다. 저희가 프나틱의 1경기와 2경기 모든 조합을 예상을 하고 있었고 예상대로 다 나와서 저희가 딱딱 원하는 타이밍에 원하는 플레이 가능할 수가 있었습니다.
근데 2경기 때 이제 먼저 에이스를 당했단 말이에요. 그때 조금 아차 싶었을 것 같아요.
그렇죠. 이제 2경기 때는 좀 저희가 우위에 점하고 있었다가 갑자기 용싸움에서 갑자기 저희가 패배를 하게 돼서 잠깐 흔들렸다가 다시 또 마음을 가다듬고 제대로 집중해서 플레이를 해가지고 또 복구를 할 수 있었어요.
그럼 이번에 콘셀러드 선수랑 한번 인터뷰를 해볼게요. 콘셀러드 선수가 아주 그냥 모르가나를 확 녹여버리는 거 그런 거 잘 봤는데 정말 찜질방차려도 될 것처럼 확 녹여버렸어요. 정말 괜찮았는데 뭐 카사딘이 이제 2번 다 선택을 했잖아요. 근데